Hello creative minds, welcome to Creative Skills Society's YouTube channel. Today we are going to explore Animate CC's masking tool. In my career, I use this tool for many tasks. This is the example that we are going to create. This tool have amazing potential to create amazing results. So in this tutorial, I am going to explain in detail what is masking tool and how it's going to help you to create amazing things. So let's get started.
So as I said, we'll create some animation with masking. So Control G, it's a simple rectangle with dark blue color. Let me convert it into symbol, F8. Let me label it properly. Okay, main, stage, animation. Make sure it has to be graphic. Okay. Now we have a symbol. We are going to work inside this symbol. So let me double click on this. So we are inside this symbol. Let me take 80 frames as of now. So this become a background. So I'm simply double clicking on this one so I can change the name. Your naming has to be proper, otherwise in production it will create a mess. So just make sure your naming has to be proper. Let me lock this background, taking new layer, new text. So let me say hello to everyone, and let me change the font, Helvetica Neo, and let's go with condensed black. The color can be something like this one. Hello, let me say 2. Why I'm saying this, you will get the idea. Now taking another layer, and I'm simply duplicating this one with help of Alt. So I'm pressing Alt key and just dragging and dropping this keyframe over here. So we have two layers, hello 1 and hello 2. Understand this one. Now let me close this top one, hello 1, hello 2. Let's make it little dark. We have hello 2 which is little dark and hello 1 is little light. So these two things are there. So we have two text layer. Now we require spotlight. Let me take another layer and let me draw a circle. Let's make it little big. Q, free transformation tool, pressing shift, making it little big. So it has to be look like spotlight. Right now let me go with this color. Let's press F8. Let's convert this symbol, spotlight. It has to be graphic again, creating some space and keeping this outside stage. So this is our stage. I'm not touching to rotation point or doing nothing, simply adding keyframes and coming over here 70 till 70, zoom out, moving this till here, creating some space for me. So left to right will be the motion. So right click, create classic tween. This arrow is clean, which means it's a clean motion. Let's check. It's moving properly. Now let me show you the concept of masking. So for that, let me take a new file. Let me make it little easy for you. So taking new file, we'll come back to this file. Now understand one thing. This is shape. Taking new layer. Let me draw some random rectangle. And over here, let me take some random frames, frame count, F5, 25 frames. Now we are going to apply mask. Pay your attention. Right click, over here layer properties are there, and over here I want to make it mask. What happened over here? Let's first talk about this and I will come back to this one. Both layers got locked. That is the first thing. Layer 2, is a mask, layer 1 is masked layer. Okay, this layer is masked. So layer 1 came under layer 2. So these are the visual changes, and see the alignment. So let me undo this one, Control Z. Earlier alignment is like this. It's a straight alignment. But as soon as I did mask, this layer got shifted under this, which means this layer following instruction of above layer. Above layer is masked, and under that this layer is masked. Animate CC, if you want to see visual result particularly for mask, you have to lock it. If I unlock any layer, everything is open. One single layer also do that same thing. So if you want to see the final result, mask, you have to lock both layers. For example, if there are these layers, okay, and let me draw something on this. Let me change this color to red. Over here some random object again. So this one can be green. Very randomly I am doing it. Now these two layers have brush stroke, but right now it's open. If I locked it, then these things are visible. Keep this thing in mind. If you want to see visual result, you have to lock all layers, particularly mask and masked layer. Okay, understand the concept. Let's talk about this one. Now over here what happened, let me unlock this one and let me convert it into wireframe. It is just for preview. Okay, now this is wireframe. Animate CC, consider this area has to be visible, rest everything is invisible. Now over here let me draw some small circle. On this layer, on mask layer, layer 2, let me draw some random oval again. I hope you can see this wireframe because it's a wireframe view. Let me lock all layers. Now what happened? This area is also visible now, like this. This is the basic concept of mask. There is no rule. It can be shape, it can be group, or so let's make this group. So right now these are shape. It's working with mask. Let me unlock this. Let me make this group. Let me lock this. It's working. Unlock F8. I am converting it to symbol. Now it's graphic symbol. Let me lock this. It's the same thing. Now one more interesting part. Let me unlock this and let me put keyframe and let me rotate this like this, and let's give some motion and right click, create classical tween, and let's lock this. Now see the result. So for Animate CC, it doesn't matter what is there on this layer. You can put single object, you can put keyframe animation, you can put anything. Animate CC show that much area which is covered, and under those these things will be visible. It's that simple. I hope the concept is clear. Another thing, there is no concept of invert mask. It will happen in After Effects, but in Animate CC this facility is not there. Now let's move to other file. Let's continue this one. So we have one basic animation. Right now we have not done any masking. Let me right click this one and let me say mask. Now this one, hello one, which is bright one, came under this spotlight. Let me put name spotlight underscore 1. Now let's see the result. We need to slow it down. So let's add few frames. So let me select these 40 frames. Just take a look how I'm adding frames also. In bulk I selected 20 frames and I simply put F5 instead of pressing F5 20 times. So these are the small short things but very useful for production. Now let's check the speed. Yeah, it's moving decently. Still few things are missing. What I want, yes, this light is moving. Now try to make it aesthetically good. This letter can be little dark. Let me make it little more dark. Yeah, this much is good. Now I'm taking new layer and I'm duplicating this layer with help of Alt. I'm pressing Alt now, and as it is I'm taking this set of animation. Okay, now what we have spotlight 2. Now let me make this layer normal. So right click, and instead of mask, let me remove this one. Okay, another important thing, over here there is no restriction for color. You can take any color. Sometimes students make that misunderstanding. For mask we use only green, we can use only red. It's not like that. Anything you can take, it has to be mask, that's it. Rest and Animate CC will take care of it. Okay, now coming back to this file, now we have two layers. One is spotlight 2. Now let's move this set little above, and spotlight is here. I'm doing changes over here and not inside the symbol. So for symbol properties, these are color effects. Let me put alpha and let me reduce this one. Let 40 is good. Now let me apply everywhere. There are a few other shortcuts also. You can do it very quickly, but right now I'm not going to make it complicated. So everywhere alpha is 40. Now the structure is, then let me close all layers. Over here what we have, this letters, this is set 1. After that we have this spotlight. Let me close this, and then we have dark letters. Okay, now one thing, we have to shift this one below, right at the bottom background. After that spotlight, after that these dark letters, and after that the highlight color has to be there. Okay, so this is the sequence. Now let's check this, what we got. So this spotlight is moving. The transparency which we created, it gives a feel of that light. Right now this color is not working properly. Okay, so what I'll do, instead of yellow, let me change the color. Now I am going inside the symbol. I am inside the symbol and I am changing the fill color, and over here let me take light blue because the background is dark blue. Yeah, now it's making sense. Still I'm not happy with the result. Why I'm saying this? Let's give a little shadow to this, okay, to make it more interesting. Now let me take another 2 layers, and over here pressing Alt and then dragging this. So spotlight and hello 1. So the bottom set I'm putting shadow. So this is set 1, this is set 2. Now what I'm doing, let me unlock this one and let me move this layer little here and here. Let me change the color to little dark, really dark, like this. Looks good. And let's see what we got. So now nice shadow is there. When the light is there, shadow is there, but when light is not there, shadow is not there. So let's fix it. Let's add the shadow. Again let me take a new layer. So I'm just taking this one with help of Alt because already we set the shadow placement. And for this one, let me make it little light. And again this one is the shadow. Now let me unlock this one. Let me close this. Above things are proper, clear. Now this is the layer, and so this layer has to be down. Let me change the name. Let me unlock this one. Yeah. So these things are there. Now you can, to make it more interesting, you can add confetti, you can add some flags, or put your creativity basically. Okay.
I believe this tube will definitely help you to understand masking. I would like to see your creative stuff what you created with masking. Please share. I'll definitely check. And don't forget to subscribe this channel. Here you will find amazing stuff which will help you in your career. So stay tuned and have a creative day.